for the most part.
Let the next buyer go in and say, all right, I have more stable capex cash flow with that won't be leaking from capex.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can go do the units. You show a proof of concept of maybe 10 units and say, here, stable product, go do your rest.
Yeah, but you're also like resetting the switch, right?
True.
I think that in in Florida, like a third of the market has turned in the last 3 years. Or like the Carolinas, I don't know the number, but I'd be shocked if over 60% of the product hasn't changed hands in the last 3 years. So you're like resetting the table. Like, I'm going to buy this product that's already been renovated. I'm going to fix the stuff that nobody wants to fix.
Right.
I'll wait 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever it is. Now my product is now a value add again because 5 years from now, 7 years from now, black appliances might not be a thing anymore. That might be like the white appliances of the day. So you're like resetting the table.
But new AC condensers are still great.
Exactly. I'll do that. I'll leave the black. I'll fix that because now I have, in the last 5 years, every AC's been changed.
Yes.
You don't have to spend $2,500, $20,000 fixing AC condensers and maybe taking them off the ceiling and putting them on the floor, taking them out, whatever. So like that's like how you reset the table for value add in the future. Maybe. I don't know, but we're looking at deals like that now. It's like, you know what? This deal is 1970s. Let's fix the bones.
Yep. We're
to
doing
make
that too.
it last another 70 years.
Yeah, reboot it. Totally reboot that sucker and have a different perception by the next owner. Because I do think it's going to start. It's not happening yet because there's a lot of cheap money out there. But the next buyer will start discounting the pre-1980 stuff hard.
Yeah, and I think that's what was done. I think 2013, 14, 15, where buyers, especially credible buyers that have been doing this for a while, were going in saying, I'll buy that for $12 a door because I'm going to replace all the air conditions. And the sellers at that point were like, you're right. You do have to replace the air conditions.
Right.
And they sold it. But now you offer $12 a door and you're left off it's like you go to brokers, you're like, well, 25% of the HVACs have to be replaced. They're like,
right.
Some idiot's going to buy this and not replace them.
We're getting pushback, but starting to educate brokers. I mean, you guys do it too. Like educate the brokers. Pre-1975, galvanized pipe, cast iron main lines underneath. They're starting to go. 50-year life. It's over. And NOIs are going all over the place. Like replace those suckers. And they're like, replace the underground? Are you talking about the pipes in the units? No, the underground pipes. You got to drop $100,000 on that stuff.
Yeah, because it can't last forever.
And there is going to, like, the music stops one day.
Yes.
For like the pre-19 and even the 1980s, eventually that we're getting there, older and older and older. But the new buyers are going to be like, yeah, I gotta earmark $150,000 for the galvanized.
Mm-hmm. Well, we just bought a 92 in Jacksonville. He did all new. He bought it, I think, vacant in like 2001. Did all new PVC pipe.
Nice.
The entire thing.
Underground.
Nice.
Yeah. All new windows, pitched the roofs.
Love it.
Fix some slabs, some concrete slabs.
He did like a ton of work. So when he came to us, it was a fair number, but we looked and we said, we don't have to worry about that.
Right. You're almost like, well, let's pay a premium for it because it's like, or whatever. Like you got, I know. But you know what you're getting.
What we would pay a premium for.
Yeah.
But no, we actually like the deal. Say, wow. A lot of the heavy, let's renovate every unit, refi, and hold it. Like this, like the first day we went in with that plan, we closed on it, 18 hours ago. We're trying to flip it like, yeah, well, if we get 28 units done, we'll sell it. It's like, but we did at one point had a vision of holding it.
I still think we should because it's a 70s product that's never going to act like a 70s product because this guy bought it for, what was it, 92 units for
2001.
$900,000 in 2001.
He's refined it 3 times.
Yeah, and he spent a ton of money fixing things the right way, like we were just saying, that old owners do. Individual guy that owned it for 2018
So it was a flat roof, and he pitched it.
In 2005. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so it was like, that's the thing where we looked at it. We bought our 128 unit Whispering Oaks around the corner for 58. We bought that for 65.
Okay.
Because we knew.
Yeah, but that's what I mean by premium. Like in an apples to apples, like you knew that you didn't have to put that work in, so you could just go right in and do the other things that you're not worried about. Like, oh, what's that freaking surprise on this pre-1975?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. We know, unless something comes up with PVC piping, and then we'll be in a very tight boat with everybody else. We don't have to worry about that.
No, yeah, a lot of the heavy lifting is done.
For a long time. We don't really have to worry about the windows because we've had to do a little bit of caulking and stuff, but what's that? Nothing. We're doing new roofs because they're 20 years old, but now we're going to be good with roofs. Like it's set up that for now we have the flexibility to go 10 years if we want to refinance and hold.
Yes.
Or we can sell it to that next person that can do what they want with it and they won't have to worry about it either. I still think we should go 10 years because I really think in 2 or 3 years, we'll be able to pull out a ton of money because I think we're going to do really good upgrades and get a really nice push.
Right.
But, there's always money on the back end when you're a sponsor, not necessarily on the refinance. So be that as it may, I don't know if that's a conversation we necessarily want to get into right now. But what are you guys? So are you guys just ignoring pre-75?
No, we look for them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much flight to quality that when I said premium too, a lot of people are just paying way too much premium for 1980 because they are actually scared of that like 1975. Now, the numbers don't usually work out when you do the CapEx correctly, like we're talking about, because people are paying stupid prices anyway. So you're getting blown out just by, I need to do this correct work, so you can't get the deal. But a lot of times though, like we are seeing sometimes where we're not scared of 1975. I'm going to look at it and feel like I'm going to get rewarded from a cap rate in the future by doing it. Because people are like, why are you spending the money when it doesn't have the instant ROI? Because people are just paying attention to unit turns and top line.
Yeah.
We're paying attention to cap rate compression by banks.
Yeah.
Rewarding you for doing the CapEx that people aren't doing.
We're having that fight on a bank right now. It's just the PCA came back. You got to fix so many things. So guys, that's what our capital budget is. Our whole capital budget is fixing these problems.
Right.
Like, so why are you penalizing me? It's here. Look, I have a $2 million budget. $1.5 million of it's going to fix HVACs, to fix this, to fix that. Why are you penalizing me? Why can't you just, I don't get it.
Because that's below the line.
Yeah. And it's not going to have an immediate impact, but it does because you have less maintenance calls.
Yes.
So you have a better you have a better presence in the market. People want to live there.
That's right.
They'll stay there. They'll renew their leases. Like that does it in a different way.
Your maintenance guy can go spend time on other things.
Yes, stuff that's important, as opposed to just going in there and trying to, fix another HVAC because it's 25 years old.
And for investors, it does create more predictable cash flow. It doesn't create predictable NOI because it's below the line, but it creates a predictable cash flow.
Yeah, you don't have the arguments on a monthly basis, like another 8 HVACs, and it's like, okay, we have no cash flow again. That doesn't happen when you fix that stuff. But the bank's penalizing us because you're not seeing just crazy growth up here.
They penalize you in the beginning, but they reward you on the refi.
Yeah.
Because you did it already.
Yes. When you refinance it, if you refinance it or when you sell it, the next guy should take that into consideration. Jacksonville do it almost all the time. We replaced, it's like right out of the box, 25% of the HVACs because that's a major cost to the bottom line to an operator.
And you usually get through about, it's a guesstimate, but around 2 years of not having to worry about that coming from another place.
Correct.
Not on all of them. No, but I think part of it too is it's like you said, people are hiding behind spreadsheets. I think it goes back to there's more to it than just like the calculable thing where you're talking about not only maintenance guys. It's, if you've ever lived in an apartment or a house that has shitty upkeep, you leave. So
yes.
Now it's okay. Now can you project lower turnover? No, but you're probably going to have lower turnover
and a bad review.
Yeah.
And now you have reputation management problems.
Exactly. Now you've got to spend money on fake reviews, which is, I think, bananas.
That's silly.
But then it's also, too, it's like if you live in the area, other people that live there, they're either going to tell you to come live here or not. It's more going to be not come live here. People don't be like, oh, my building has no problems.
My 1960s building in a C-class location is awesome.
Yeah. No, but if you've got, the thing about it, if you had a family member who's living in another apartment and it's every night the alarms go off or there's, there's fucking,
it takes
noise.
3 weeks to get
ACs are always off.
Done.
They're going to leave and they're going to go, God, my building sucks. And while you're at that family party, somebody's going to go, oh, I never have that problem. My building's great. And they're going to go, oh, what are you paying?
Right.
But that's part of something that's like, you can't calculate that. That's not something that you can look at and say whatever, but you just do right by people. That stuff is going to come back to you in one way or another, whether it's freeing up your maintenance guys' time, whether it's freeing up your leasing agents' time, whether it's lowering turnover, whether it's lowering your bottom line CapEx, or even just less fucking headaches.
Well,
right? Like from our side, like just not having to worry about, oh, we've got to replace HVAC. It's not having to worry about roofs for the next 20 years.
And you have a warranty on your ACs when you do them new.
Yeah, but there's other like our deal in Columbus, Hartford is the perfect example.
Yeah,
I went into the units, one of our investors, after we renovated some, and he's like, "Oh, this is gorgeous." I'm sitting there like I was almost embarrassed because I had a vision of we're going to turn this whole property into something great, and it doesn't warrant it. So we go into it with one of our investors, and he's like, "This is amazing. This is great living," and I'm like, "Oh, this looks like shit," but we're doing. We're converting everything from gas to electric so we don't have to pay that cost. And it's a major cost. We're doing this stuff on the exterior that I push for on every deal. It's like, paint it, do this, change the windows, change the doors.
Yes.
That's the stuff that you can't say, "Oh, we're going to change the doors." That's
outside in.
Yeah, we're going to change the doors and get a 25% rent bump. No. It doesn't work that way, but inevitably it's totally visually maintenance. It's better. And
that's
I like
that's
that
the art.
better.
That's improving the show trail. So if you have 100 people that show up that are potential residents, you didn't realize that if you didn't do that work, you lost 50 of them.
Correct. And
they just walked away. You didn't even know it.
Yep. Yeah. So one of the investors on the phone with today goes, "Are you an inside out guy or an outside in guy?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is an inside out guy?" I said, "You're going to take a property that's shit, renovate the interiors, and try and get a higher rent when the exterior looks like shit." He's like,
They already canceled you before they even give the inside a chance.
I said, "I never even who." An inside, I want to know who out there is telling people to do the insides. Well, what if you have vacancy? I'm like, that's even more so to do the exterior so people can see it's changed.
Yeah.